Okay, part 2 of how I found out my man was cheating on me. So anyway, so he literally played it off like the whole dinner, like acted like he did not know this man, and this man did good. He played it off the whole dinner too. Literally like he was starting conversations from scratch, talking about himself, but you could tell he was so uncomfortable. And he didn't know that I knew at this point. So he didn't know that I could see how uncomfortable he was. And of course, I'm like, I want more proof of this before I'm just going to accuse him of that. Even though this man had no way of knowing him without knowing that, but I wanted more proof. So, at the end of the night, like after dinner and everything, he had went like in the room. So I had told the guy, I was like, I would really like to speak to your daughter and give her, if you wouldn't mind giving her my number. So he did. He gave her my number. Literally that same night after he got home, after the dinner, she's already messaging me. And I was just like, I really don't want to talk to you right now while he's right here. Can I call you tomorrow? Like, I don't know. Normally my instinct, sometimes because I'm a Sagittarius, okay, is to just freak out. But I don't know why, but I just wanted to play that out. I wanted to make sure that that's exactly what was happening because, like I said, I took care of that man. I loved that man. And I wanted to be able to talk to her and get, like, details and stuff. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. Call me tomorrow. So I had him drop me off at work. And then I had went into the back room and I called her. She said that her dad pretty much told her what happened. And she wanted to tell me the truth because she had no idea about me. And he's been going to her house and taking her places in my truck. Yeah, my truck. Using my debit card. And I had seen that he was making charges like going out to eat and stuff. But I thought he was just going out with his friends because he did have like these two friends that he hung out with like all the time. Mind you, he didn't work or anything. He was a loser. So he had plenty of time to go out. And I just was okay with it. So, to get back to the story. So I asked her, I was like, do you have any proof, like messages or anything? And she was like, yeah. So, of course, she sent me screenshots of their messages. But she said she did find it weird because he would never allow her to take photos of them together or never allow her to take photos of him. And she wasn't allowed to post them on MySpace because that's what we had back then. Well, then I showed her, my MySpace and everything. Like, him and I had been dating for, I think, like 3 years at this point. And before he lived with me, he lived with his mom. Okay, and in his room, he had this couch. And on the arm of the couch, there was, like, a piece of the wood that was, like, showing through. It was, like he lived, like, ghetto. Okay? And I wrote on it, I love my baby. Well, she had said that. She's like, it was crazy because I actually was at his house, his house recently, and he had me bent over, and I seen that I love my baby, and I asked him what that was, and then he said that it was from one of his exes from like a long time ago. It wasn't his house. He would take her to his mom's house. And so I was like, oh, so his mom knows too. And mind you, I was close with his family. But she was like, no, nobody was ever home when we went there. He said that he just lived there alone. He didn't even live there. He lived with me. But he did still have his room at his mom's. And come to find out, he was taking girls there, meeting girls there, and acting like that's where he lived when his mom would be at work and when I would be at work. And his sister would be at school. So at this point, I'm just like, I really want to get him caught up. Like, I don't want to just be like, I know you've been cheating on me, blah, blah, blah. I really just had it in me I just wanted to get him caught up bad. So her and I came up with a plan. Come back for part 3. It's already getting too long.